Dune. Book 2. Okay, so you might be wondering, wait, this is the first book. Just kidding. It's actually just 3 books piled into one. And then Frank Herbert just wrote 5 more books based on the same way. So let's start off with book 2. Today's is called MUAD'DIB. The last off we learned about basically Paul and Jessica have been betrayed, and they go ahead and have their own little things and squabbles and everything, and they're just sent to the desert because Dr. Ye has basically went ahead and abandoned them and betrayed them, so they just have to go ahead and do their own thing. Since they have to do their own thing, there's a lot of things that they actually have to do, meaning this. They actually have to go ahead and have their own little livelihood of themselves, meaning this. Life is like, to them, very precious. And of course, water is pretty precious too. Here are a bunch of customs on Arrakis that are pretty important to water. Like if you cry for someone, and that means that is the highest thing you can do because water is precious. So crying is leaking water from you. So you're sacrificing water because of them. And if you like pour water out, it's just if you spit at someone, it's a disgrace because like you're wasting water on them, saying this water is worthless compared to you, this kind of thing. You're worthless compared to this water, those kinds of things. And that's doesn't really make a lot of sense. Sure, spitting at someone basically means I hate you, but crying for someone is like, yeah. But the reasons, wow, they're kind of messed up. Alright, so here I also have a lot of other things to actually talk about too. Since since Paul and Jessica are just sent into the desert and flee into the desert, they actually have to go ahead and avoid a bunch of sandworms and everything. And because he's in the desert, Paul is exposed to a lot of spice. I mean, the spice roams around the air. They go ahead, and this goes ahead leads to, well, Paul going ahead having more visions. With that, he just goes ahead and starts looking, being able to see more in the future and able to enhance his mental abilities. With that, he just goes ahead, realizes everything he's worked for is pretty good, and he just goes ahead and exposes himself to the spice for longer and longer and longer, while everyone else tries to go ahead and hunt them. One of them, the father of Paul, thinks they're dead. The steward of Arrakis thinks they're dead. However, he's not dead, and then the steward of Arrakis dies. Wow, that's terrible. That goes ahead. Everything seems to be going back to normal. And basically the whole book is just about, this whole book part is about Paul. Why do I keep saying Jack? Paul and Jessica going ahead and having their own little affairs. I mean, Jessica's basically Paul's concubine now. With that happening, a lot of weird things start happening. Everyone starts trying to hunt Paul and Jessica, and in the meantime, Paul just becomes stronger with spice, and that's basically where book 2 practically ends. Oh yeah, I should also mention that there's a lot of things that actually come in here. Spice is also known as like melang, and it's a drug. It doesn't really taste good. It's okay. It's sure it tastes good, but I don't think it goes well with food. Also, when I look at this, it all describes these people as aliens. However, to be honest, they're all humans. Actually, that's actually kind of important in the story. Remember, these aren't aliens. They're just variations of Homo sapiens. That's nice. Alright, so that's it. That's book 2, MUAD'DIB. And book 3 starts off with the Prophet. See you guys then. Until next time, Sean out. Peace. Bye bye. Wear a helmet.